New at 6, the St. Louis County Board voted 6-1 today to send a controversial land use ordinance back to the Planning Commission for further review. Hundreds of people filled the St. Louis County Board meeting today to share their concerns about that ordinance. According to the county, this is the largest board meeting attendance in recent memory. The pushback comes after St. Louis County was looking to update its zoning ordinance. Now, currently, St. Louis County residents can have up to 5 visible inoperable vehicles on their properties. However, the new amended ordinance would include added language that states more than 5 visible inoperable vehicles are considered a salvage facility, meaning property owners would then need to pay for a permit. Northern News Now spoke with businesses and property owners who filed petitions with more than 2,500 signatures opposing the changes, saying that what someone does on their own property should be up to them. You can find that report right now on our website and Northern News Now's app.